Hi guys, welcome back to Mama Doll Boss. My name is Tracell and I'm an adult doll collector and I love all things 1/6 scale. Today we're celebrating Black History Month by exploring the inspiring history of the Black Barbie doll from her debut in 1980 to becoming a symbol of diversity and representation. We'll take a quick journey through how Barbie embraced inclusivity and reflected Black beauty and culture. So let's dive into this iconic piece of doll history together. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite Black Barbie memories in the comment section below. Picture it, 1967. The Afro is finding its groove. The world is ready for a Black Barbie. Mattel, in their infinite wisdom, paints Francy a darker shade and calls it a day. No new mold, no new do, just a tan. Shocker, it flopped harder than a week-old pancake. We were not here for that representation. We knew that we deserved better and Mattel could do better. This was Mattel's first stumble on the road to Black Barbie greatness. It proved a valuable lesson. We can't slap some melanin on a white doll and call it diversity. We crave authenticity, folks. We want dolls that reflect our beauty, hair, our everything. The failure of the first Black Francy showed that the toy industry had a long way to go. But hey, even Beyonce had to start somewhere, right? This was just the first beat in Black Barbie's jazzy journey. A few years ago, Mattel did do a reproduction of the Francy doll, and I do think she is absolutely lovely. My mom actually used to wear her hair like that, like just saying. Like it's giving so 60s, and I do love the outfit, but I thought it was interesting that when they did the reproduction they sort of did her justice, because this doll does look like a lot of images that I've seen of like my mother and my aunties like back in the day. So yeah. So in 1968 enter Christie. Now, finally, we have a Black Barbie doll with her own face mold, rocking a sexy pixie cut, no more hand-me-down features. Christie was the real deal, a permanent fixture in the Barbie world for decades. She was fly, she was fabulous, and she was here to stay. Christie wasn't just a doll, she was a symbol. She showed us that, we too could have a place in Barbie doll's world, that rocked the latest fashions and were living our best lives. She was a friend, a confidant, a partner in crime for countless childhood adventures. Christie broke down barriers and paved the way for generations of Black Barbie dolls to come. And not to mention, that was the first Black Barbie doll that I ever played with. It was Christie. Obviously, I'm not a 60s child. I wasn't born in the 60s, but that version of Christie, I had a version, or my cousin had a version of that doll. My mother didn't buy me Barbie dolls for whatever reason, but my cousin had all of them. She had the Dream House, she had Christie, she had other Barbie dolls, Ken, and she had the boat, she had the airplane, she had the Corvette. And when I used to go play with my cousin, that was when I had a straight fondness, a love for Barbie dolls. And Christie was the first Black Barbie doll that I ever played with. Now, while Mattel was busy playing catch up, two Black entrepreneurs decided to take matters into their own hands. 1968 saw the birth of Shindana Dolls, or Shindana Toys, founded by the brilliant Louis S. Smith and Robert Hall. These guys were not messing around. They knew what Black children needed: dolls that celebrated their heritage, dolls that represented them. Shindana dolls were the real deal, authentically crafted with a range of skin tone, hair textures, and features that reflected the beauty of Black culture. They even had dolls based on iconic figures, proving that Black excellence deserved to be celebrated in plastic too. Shindana gave Mattel a run for their money, proving that representation wasn't just good business, it was essential. They understood that For Black children, seeing themselves reflected in their toys was about more than just play. It was about affirmation, pride, and a sense of belonging. And I can attest to that since that was how I felt as a child. I wanted to see dolls that looked like myself and my family. So that was amazing. And they did have like the JJ Evans doll. They also had a Dr. J doll. And while again, I did not own any of these dolls, I so wish that I could have gotten them, like seriously. I do believe that Shindana Toys are only making baby dolls at this time, but I do admire them for the initiative that they started. Now let's fast forward to the early 1970s. Disco was in, bell bottoms were life, and Mattel decided it was time to make a change. Christie, the reigning queen of the Black Barbie, was replaced by Cara. Now, Cara was a cutie, and she was no doubt fashionable, but why the fix? Why fix what wasn't broken? The world may never know, because some whispered that it was a marketing ploy, a way to freshen up the line, while others speculate that it was a sign of the times, a reflection of the evolving face of Black beauty. Whatever the reason is, Cara stepped into Christie's role and made it her own. She rocked the same trendy fashions as her white counterparts, proving to Black girls that we can be just as stylish, just as cool, and have just as much a part of the Barbie universe that Cara carried the torch. So ensuring that we would have proper representation. And while the doll line was pretty successful, she didn't last. I think she only had a run of 3 to 4 years or so, something like that. In the 80s, there was a true game changer, Kitty Black Perkins. Ironically, she never owned any Barbie dolls, but this just wasn't another, evolution of dolls, because Kitty became the first Black designer at Mattel. And honey, she came to slay. Inspired by the iconic Diana Ross, Kitty blessed the world with a Black Barbie that was drop dead gorgeous. This wasn't just a doll with a darker skin tone. This was a celebration of Black features, from the perfectly sculpted nose to the full lips and, of course, the gorgeous afro. This Barbie doll was in the embodiment of Black beauty. Kitty wasn't just designing dolls, she was designing dreams. She gave girls like myself and other girls dolls that looked like them, dolls that reflected their beauty, dolls that said, "You are beautiful just the way you are." And that, my friends, is powerful. Oh my goodness. And she did not stop, okay? She kept designing and designing. Like, she literally changed the game for Mattel. Just saying. In 1991, Mattel teamed up with Dr. Darlene Powell Hobson, and the results were The Marvelous World of Shani. Now, Shani wasn't a part of the Barbie doll line, but kind of was. It's kind of hard to explain. She had friends, Michelle, Asha, and of course Shani. And basically it was celebrating Black beauty again, hair textures, from different textures of hair. The Shani line was a celebration of the Black girl magic. But in 1993, Mattel discontinued the line. Why? Nobody knows. Because Shani's legacy proves that representation matters. And as you can see, the doll line is actually really, really beautiful. My cousin did have a few of these dolls as well. And I don't understand why the dolls were discontinued, because I think these dolls are absolutely adorable. And I would have loved to see this line of dolls continue on with Mattel. But, as such is life. It was a beautiful line of dolls, and I was glad to see, that there was different skin tones, because, we come in all colors and stuff like that. So, yeah. 1994 rolled around, and Mattel decided to try their hand at celebrating Black culture again. This time, they drew inspiration from vibrant patterns of the Kente cloth from Ghana. The results was a collection of Black Barbie dolls adorned in outfits that paid homage to African heritage. Now, the effort was commendable. Mattel was trying, they really were. But something was still missing. The dolls themselves, still largely based on the standard Barbie mold with a little variation in facial features and hair textures. It felt like a surface level attempt at representation, a nod to Black culture without fully embracing it. The Kente Cough collection, while well intentioned, highlighted the ongoing struggle to strike a balance between appreciation and appropriation. It was a reminder that the true representation goes beyond simply incorporating cultural elements. It requires a deeper understanding and respect for the cultures being represented. So, yeah. Now we are in the mix, and Nikki replaced Christie as Barbie's friend, and she's adorable. I always love the Nikki face sculpt, and that was awesome. But then this particular revelation brought on a new change, which I love, by the way. So now fast forward to the 21st century and things start looking up. In 2009, Mattel launched the Sew and Style line, spearheaded by Stacey McBride Irby. Finally, Black Barbie was back and better than ever. These dolls were fierce, fashionable, and diverse. Different body types, hairstyles, skin tones. They reflected the beauty spectrum of Blackness, and the best part, they were all part of the main Barbie line. From the Great Puppy Adventures in 2015 to the Barbie Life in the Dream House series in 2017, Black Barbies were front and center, proving Black girls could be anything. And they came 2021 with Brooklyn Roberts and Barbie Big City Big Dreams. Brooklyn wasn't just a side character. She herself, her name being Barbie Roberts, you know what I mean, given the nickname Brooklyn because she lived in Brooklyn, she had her own storyline, her own voice. This is so amazing. Like, it's awesome to see how, Mattel decided to come and, get the Barbie doll line more diverse and bring it more current. Now, Ms. Brooklyn is a filmmaker, a storyteller, a force to be reckoned with. She's representing a new era of Black Barbie where Black girls are stars. From early attempts at representation to today's diverse and empowering Black Barbies, the journey has been long and windy. But one thing's for sure, Black Barbie is here and she's here to stay, and she's only getting more fabulous in this time. And I'm just so happy that the diversity is real. Thank you very much for joining me today. You don't know how much this means to me. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.